Welcome to Vodhalla.
We're going to get the Amethyst versus Raydish with that Petra. We just saw how well that Petra was working a second ago, but this one is pretty much the reason why Raydish is here today. And this is just straight up boxing, and Buchanan was not too afraid to be on a stage like this because you got nowhere to hide. Those big sidelights into the chases are going to be terrible for your life as Raydish is having a hard time touching the ground.
Hasn't been actually seen the ground yet, bro. He doesn't know what our fresh soil actually tastes like. The dirt has not actually entered his nose. As finally he might be able to touch it, but for how much longer? As he gets forced off the stage, he's exhausted. The reversal, he can't get back up. But no,
just makes it back, like you said. Experience is trying to make sure Raydish does not touch grass. Trying to find a big sig read off the jump there. Looking for a cross up one, maybe on an early dodge coming in from Raydish. Does not get it. Weapon toss away, keeping that starve going. Raydish needs to get something fast because deep in the red, one big punish like that, and that's going to take it out.
Oh yes, sir. That's exactly what we want to see, right? The punishes have been so huge this game. Considering you're reading into your opponent, you got to know what they had for breakfast because you're the one who poured them the cereal.
I absolutely love when Cannon players go off on stage, just trying to put that pressure on. Experience trying to take a stock out within seconds. Ray just looking for anything, looking for a recovery read. Yeah, attempted it, but the good dodge coming from Experience, keeping him away here, Ravish.
It continues in between them, considering the axe throw is not the immediate weapon throw as well. It seems like, Experience what prefers the cannon play, but I'm not even sure he's gonna be able to get it. Especially when he saw, I was thinking he might be able to get the stock lead from there, but the reversal from Raydish, he makes it 2-2, but he's taking so many hits.
Exactly, this is looking crazy right now. Trying to catch a high recovery there with the recovery jump off of the axe play. But now all of a sudden Sidelight come up. Okay, keep that damage going. Sidelight into another Sair. All of a sudden Raydish is starting to catch a couple of consistent strings here. Let's see, trying to catch the dare, trying to poke at him, but Experience finally gets on with the recovery. And then the immediate switch into the amazing coverage right there. Experience is so good at just straight up bursting in on you.
Bro, my man knows exactly what he has to go for. I told you, he's been getting a download on him, and it's just only going to continue from there. We were talking about being able to read your opponents, but yo, like this guy hasn't. He, in fact, bought the Cinnamon Toast Crunch that he ate this morning.
Oh, the taste you can see as he sees the victory in front of him right now. He's currently up on 2 stocks right now, 2-1, but you gotta watch out for Sidelight into Sair, possibly coming from Ray. Looking for the neutral sig that we saw before. It's so good on jump reads, but there it is, Sidelight Sair. That's gonna take it out. Back to even already. This is an incredibly close first game we have going here, Ravish.
Now, considering how much they've actually just been trading hits in between each other, I think this is really interesting considering we've had some close sets, but they've kind of switched up as sets have gone along. You should do the character switches, right? Between these two, he's not going to need it, bro. Experience shows why he's called it.
I think if you are Raydish, you need to stop going to try and fight Experience off stage. Experience is always looking to just take you out the moment you're out there, whether it be the cannon or it be the axe. What an incredible reversal on that, and that got them that first game when that was so close throughout the whole thing. Running it here into game number 2. This has been so close. I'm loving it so far. How are you feeling about the stage counter? Actually, no stage counter pick. I saw one. Never mind. I'm blind. We're running it right back to Brawlhaven.
Well, you know what, my friend? I'm still feeling pop, brother. I am indeed loving it, as I believe we might be getting just a little bit of a reset.
Wait, was I correct? Was I correct? Were we not supposed to go to this stage? See, haha, I'm smart. So, as we go into the stat line here, taking a look at this, 515 to 410. So close. Pretty much the only one who was able to actually connect on any SIGs was Experience. Experience had so many good jump reads. And for Raydish, that's not good, because when you're playing someone like Petra, you want to establish fear. You want to establish that you can't jump for free around me. And then once you get that bad dodge on him, hit that free end sig and just catch him. Also, even like D-Sig over on the side is really good with the orb too, but really well played by Experience in that first game. I think most of it was just how well the offstage play was in terms of reversing the situations where he was trying to get edge guarded and he was able to run it back.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal stuff from both these players so far, and we were saying how it's been so close within this set. Maybe we can finally get an actual game 5 out of these two, something we've been denied and like just been starved of for so long. But as the players, I believe, we're trying to just reset, probably try to come back. A little bit of update as to what's going on. Cossack's mid to top line, and Phazon is also out at 13 that we just saw, right? So with these sets continuing on forward here, man, the competition that just keeps getting closer and closer, I'm shaking.
Absolutely. Also, I gotta give praise to. I see somebody say something, I gotta say it real quick. Maggie Mine. It do look kind of nice right though. I got that Sonic collection. Yeah, you right though. All right, so getting here, it's going to be running it back. It seems like maybe it might have been an internet issue possibly happening with Raydish, but we actually are going to be running back to Small Bro Haven. To be honest, that match was so close. I don't really see a switch off necessary for like the counter picks. Like I think it was just so even. You don't necessarily need to change it just yet.
No, I don't think so either, man. I think things are going fine so far in between them. So, like, why change something that don't broke, right? Considering it was so close between them, things should be fine so far. But this cannon play is what I was talking about, is what I want to see more of. But these gauntlets should make that difference.
Exactly. You want to make sure you're putting that pressure on, which is exactly what was working before. But Experience always capitalized when you tried to finish the like your food. Raydish was able to get damage on, just couldn't find consistency in terms of actually closing the stock out. So let's see if they can make that work here as it gets smacked in the face. Experience just standing still, like, go ahead, run up on me. Run up on me. You got no platforms to run to. I can just smack you out.
I mean, yeah, considering this is just like that, bro. Yo, I told you, he's getting inside of his head. He's making sure that, yo, I read your entire life. He's ready to write his autobiography and sign the front page.
I mean, look, right now trying to write the obituary, trying to go ahead and end the run for the BCX tournament life of Raydish. As you see, Experience doing a great job of utilizing Cannon's mobility, just kind of back off. That Experience has basically done what will get into anybody's head. I am outplaying you in Nooch, therefore I'm a stand back because I know that your approach is obvious, and that gets the people because it's like, well, all right, you standing still, now I'm not getting in, and Experience is not getting capitalized on. So far, Raydish again has just been struggling to close up the stock.
Yeah, like it's been really close, but you've seen. But as soon as I find Experience finds himself just a little bit on the back here, he decides, yo, you know what? Let me just back up a little bit. He stands still, like you mentioned, and then just give himself enough space to possibly get a weapon, and then get the reversal right from here. Because look at that, the canopy comes out, 1 or 2 more juggle, can't finish off the string though, but already towards the orange.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this is something that can't. Oh, that was almost so good. That was almost so good. The weapon toss, trying to go for the ground pound afterwards to force him into a spot where he was forced to recover in a linear approach. Raydish dodged it somehow. Now, I will say this. Experience is playing very solid in terms of kind of hiding, but what can happen is you get too passive, and all of a sudden, Raydish gets confidence, and then he starts to work his way back into the match. So, you can camp a bit, but you can't camp too hard, because that can end up costing you later on in the set. Granted, though, gets hit by the reverse hit or recovery. Experience keeps the lead going.
I mean, yo, because, like, that's a big thing. We were mentioning a little bit about momentum before, and I find it within just all fighting games, that can be such a massive factor. When you're feeling yourself, you know it, too. Especially when you play up against your opponents, you're thinking, yo, I got this, dude. This ain't nothing. Somehow, every single input you put down is just better.
Absolutely. Trying to catch another big whip punish right there. Going for big. Sigrid's not going to get it, though. Experience keeping him back out over and over, and he's just kind of giving weapon tossing at him, now unarmed, just fighting him straight up. Going to get, oh, didn't even go for the axe, just trying to bait him in. Raydish not looking too good here, Ravish.
I mean, this is tough, man. Yo, I said, my man, you share my name. You got to carry my legacy forward. But if you can't do that, what we gonna be? What's gonna happen? Can't find the third axle. They're trying to toss him up in the air. But this could be it. He's in the red. One little side sig, and he could be that Raydish on the back end. Oh no!
Experience is quite. Oh yeah, you know what? You deserve that. Experience has been toying with Raydish on approach over and over again, deciding to go off to the left hand side. You go ahead and take that big sig punish. That's gonna be Ray. Possibly getting himself. Okay, that's a big dodge read. Catches the dare. Does not catch the sidelight though. However, big spot here. Gets capitalized on though on the ground pound. Experience not letting that nair come through, and that puts them up 2-0 here in the set.
Ground pound for ground pound. You say, I give you 1, I give you 4 back, my friend. So it's like he doesn't want to let, does not want to let any trade go unnoticed. It is an eye for an eye. Oh. Because of that, we make the whole world blind. But speaking of which, I think both these players have seen the light.
You know what? The last time these two played, it was Raydish who took it out over Experience. Experience putting a lot of data behind stuff and deciding anything you could do, I could do better. You think that Petra gonna work? Absolutely not. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my own out. Running it here to Demons, it's gonna be a Petra Ditto.
Oh yeah, bro, I'm excited. So this is like the true flex between these two. It's not even about just the legend death anymore. It's about who plays this character better, who's more confident, who's got it popping. So far, it's really even the RV gauntlet, and yo, my man, okay, Experience bringing the heat.
Oh my god, Experience pushing so hard to try and catch that early edge guard, but now Raydish catching not one but two recoveries. Big GC neutral light, getting the weapon toss, forcing him to go high, catching him with the recovery, catching him with another one. Raydish out here saying, sit down, be humble, catching him with that stock. Excellently played.
Yes, sir, but the thing is, my friend, we back here to get in this mad city, so you know things are about to get crazy over and over. Cause yo, we can sit back all day, spend this backseat freestyle, but it has to come a certain time, cause it's about it's about me, it's about we, how we play this game.
Absolutely, not Experience. Now all of a sudden Experience is wanting back, but yo, they're playing Nooch, baby. Both of them staring each other down. Just like, okay, fine. You want to camp? I can camp too. Come over here. I'm ready for you.
One up, baby. Let's get it. Which hood you from? Because it's not about to be mine, bro. I'm going to let you know where I stay and where you stay. Big side to try to recover, but doesn't manage to recover. Doesn't manage to get off it, but still gets to stock, though. 2-2 as you back at it.
Oh, I got to bring this up. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. I see the chat bringing it up. I had to mention it. So Raydish trying to catch him over on the side. Big ground pound. Do you get back off the weapon toss? Catches him anyways, and that's Experience going down. No, gets no wall touch for you. Go ahead and have this whole punish. Raydish looking so good.
Yes, sir, because he puts in the work and he puts in the hours, and he's gonna take what's his. Okay, I just had to finish it off. We're going off on this tangent, but with Experience right now, he's playing so much on the back foot. He has to get the stock supremely well to play this perfectly, or else he's looking at a possible comeback for Raydish.
Absolutely, Experience out here trying to say, what's my name? Trying to go ahead and take it out with this Petra, but currently behind the whole stock. You can't get too comfy, but Raydish, look, yo, I'm saying it. Remember what I was saying before? You try to play too confident, too strong, it will catch you, but going for a big GC sidelight, trying to catch him off the side. Experience gets the punish with recovery. We are now down to last stock possibly. That could be the end of Raydish's run if he does not close it out here.
I mean, he has to do it. He wants to make him say his name because he's trying to throw him down like he is the Rock, but he's got to feel heavy with all the pressure on his shoulders, bro. Raydish as well. He's playing this absolutely excellently. Up in, master cover, goes down, fast falls forward, but Experience right now, I don't know, he's gonna stay alive for AJ.
You gotta watch out for how often you swing for sidelight recovery off of, if you're Raydish here. You see him go for it a lot. Does catch it that time though. 3 whiffs, and eventually the third one finds the mark, and that's gonna be Raydish putting himself on the board here. Ravish still not out of it just yet.
I mean, they're gonna continue with mirror matchup too, so I'm thinking he probably preferred it. But this is I mean, I think it was a confident play, but one that does not pay off. So Raydish is right now has to be thinking, all right, yo, you want run up, bet, let's get it.
Absolutely. Now running it right back to the Amethyst, not trying to play games anymore. That game was definitely in Raydish's favor from the start. They were both doing pretty well. Granted, Raydish almost lost that. That was definitely, you know, Experience started to work the way back in, started to catch him off guard, started to play really good at catching him in positions where he thought he was free to punish before. Now, Cannon on Apocalypse and the Axe. Lots of room to cover, lots of places to force you onto the platform to get those big string harassments. Let's see how Raydish avoids that, if they can, as we're getting into game number 4.
It's gonna be for all the marbles between them. Experience decided that, yo, he messed up. He didn't want none of the smoke no more, especially in that mirror. So, going back to a bit more of his comfort, we saw how well he did previously. And considering where they're at right now on APOC, bro, it's looking a lot closer. I think Raydish has kind of gotten a bit more a hand of playing up against Experience. He's not giving it as much space either.
Exactly. Like, this is not looking too hot right now for Experience from compared to before. It seems like Raydish is starting to catch on. Sidelights here. Almost catching him with the weapon toss. That was so close.
Man, but he always actually answered the cover off it to Experience, getting himself back onto the stage, just barely though, like you said, but that big hit from that gauntlet would close it out. The sock on Raydish's way, and there's a momentous thing we were looking for.
Let's see what Experience does now to answer back. You do have what you're pretty much in Sarah range around this point, pretty close to it. They're trying to catch him right there, trying to catch the early dodging, but Raydish not giving it to him. Sidelights there. Oh, wait, big punish, catches him again. Are you getting away from that? The aggressive approach from Experience got him just out of there.
See, like I said, bro, he's not giving it even a second to think, to move, to even breathe at this point, because he knows that's how he has to play. Experience wants the space. He wants to kind of rat in the corner and let Raydish come to him, because the response, the counter game from him has been phenomenal. But with all this going on, things have been mad close, because yo, the stock lead is his. He's already put up so much damage.
Exactly. Experience all trying to catch him, like standing right up in front of him with the Sig, but not gonna get it. And now this is really good for Raydish. Raydish is deep in the red as he reverses that stock. Raydish ends up taking it over. Experience here in a massive lead. Now, D's definitely going to go down very soon, but it doesn't matter because you're so far ahead right now. See, like, oh, try to go for a big Sig read. You know what? It doesn't matter at that point, Ravish. You're already so deep in the red. Why not go for the attempt?
I mean, you might as well, right? You try to rack up as much damage as possible because you know you're about to die. It's not about to be no 3-stock mess, but either way, between these two, Experience has to be thinking, okay, where did I go wrong, bro? I'm about to lose this set. Because right now, Raydish, like we say, been feeling himself for a hot minute. He continues to take this home, 1 stock away from giving us that game.
Oh, that's a big read on the dodge. Not getting away from it. Now getting that damage on, starting to slowly get himself in. This is what we saw with that Petra Ditto, which is why I was going to say before, the Petra Ditto definitely wasn't it. The mirror match decided to go with that. Kind of gave Raydish some room to work with, but that still almost went to Experience. However, Raydish coming up, throwing hands, trying to catch him on the way in, trying to look for recovery up the top. Just keeping that damage going here, Ravish.
I mean, if he keeps doing this right now, man, that's gonna be hot and spicy. But there's one more stock here. He continues forward, big hit. He's in the red, but look at this, Experience already orange too. So if he doesn't stop all his coming again from Raydish, I don't know how much longer he'll survive, even if he gets this.
Exactly. I mean, like, honestly, I think Raydish needs to win on a 2-stock just for me to feel like Experience won't run it back. Because if that stock goes, Experience is starting to warm up. Now, Experience definitely has been messing with Raydish a lot. And it could happen again because we saw how Experience was exploiting a lot of the super obvious approaches from Raydish. Raydish has him in the red, but Experience can shut it down if Raydish is a little bit too obvious on approach. Let's see if they can stop it.
Yeah, considering he's already in the red, so like you said, with a gun, this should be pretty easy. One more out. There we go. Knocks him out the stage. You're going to game 5.
Absolutely ridiculous. Going to game number 5. Raydish getting what could be a possible reverse 3-0 here after those first 2 games. I'm just saying, at BCX, that's something you're going to hold on to for a while. You always going to remember that set when you're looking at that count. And Raydish did win last time. Experience has been looking really good, but Experience did decide to go with that mirror match. Does that mirror match cost him? We're going to run it back to Apocalypse here for game 5, Ravish. I can't wait to see this. I literally don't know who's going to win because of how close it's gotten in the last 2.
I mean, the biggest thing is that Experience is just not paying Raydish enough respect. He's thinking that, yo, he's got this. He felt confident, and because of that, we're in game 5. He tried to just put up all the fancy moves on him, but Raydish did a phenomenal job of adapting. But I remember you kept saying the biggest thing for him, Raydish can be very obvious what strengths he wants to go for. So we'll see if Experience this turns up.
Absolutely. Already coming in hot, trying to put some pressure on. Guz already has him in the yellow, pretty much untouched so far. Raydish trying to find the D-Light, just get some damage going, trying to catches one. Not much out of it though, and almost had to read on the dodge in, trying to go for a few more strings off neutral lights, just missing. This is very, very evenly paced so far.
But the question has to be though, is this, I think the first stock will definitely say a lot, because that's essentially been whoever gets the first usually gets the last.
Yep.
And with how all these sets have been going, between Raydish and Experience, I think this might be Raydish's game to take. There we go.
Big one right there.
The recovery.
Absolutely closing it out, catching him on the recovery back in. Now, one thing I will say though that is getting me, that will have me a little bit worried potentially for Raydish. Experience is currently behind, but every time we went to last stock, Raydish just snuck out the dub. We saw multiple times just because he had a big life lead on Experience. Experience was messing with him in the first games. He has the confidence, takes him out off the top. So if you're Raydish, you better work on that clutch factor right now. This is game 5. This could be elimination. I think Experience still has a legitimate shot to make things happen if Raydish cannot get that clutch factor.
not untrue. We know on these gauntlets to Experience has been doing a good job actually playing around them because like Raydish is very obvious what direction he wants to go for. He always wants to bounce you up in the air. That's how he closes out these stocks. And when the red shoot, get it big, sig. There we go. Not only a health lead, but a huge stock lead. Raydish could do this.
Absolutely can still do this right now. Coming in, try to catch him with recovery. Keep that damage on. Experience in a spot where he's down a full fresh stock to Raydish. Raydish is way up. Both of them just play dancing around news. Honestly, for Raydish, you literally don't need to move. You don't need to approach Experience whatsoever because Experience is the one who's got to force the initiative here to get the game going.
And we were saying before, Experience likes to play how Raydish comes into his face. He wants to be right beside him. He wants to be hand in hand, holding pinkies on the beach. But yo, Raydish decides that we need the relationship another way. I need some space. I need time. But his Experience don't got the patience for all that. He wants to run up now, but I don't know, bro. Experience will have to play this stock perfectly, and then the next, we might be able to see what happened. Raydish, let's see it, baby.
Absolutely. Experience currently are on the last stock. Raydish is playing it accordingly. Don't overextend. Don't push here, because that's exactly how someone with cannon is going to capitalize on you. Now getting back to the axe, just trying to get Raydish to budge. Experience cannot get Raydish to move forward, as we see a big D-Light raid almost catching him, recovery. Experience has to find a way back down to the ground, and he's currently struggling a bit here, constantly getting boxed out.
Yeah, like we said, bro, he's not letting him have a chance to breathe in between anywhere he is. He keeps invading his personal space. He's saying, yo, this time, my time is now. This is it. One more downside, but no who.
Oh my goodness. And this orb play has been working so good for Raydish. There's no reason to go to gauntlets, but that is a big play right there. I don't think Raydish is making this one back as he doesn't get the wall touch. Down to last stock Ravish. Game 5. Both of them unarmed, getting the access to the cannon. Ravish already going for a big jump recovery read, trying to get that damage on.
That's me right now. That's it right there, bro. Get that gauntlets. You know you gonna bounce him up in the air. Raydish, I got to be you, man. It got to be us right now. He gonna get it, but no whip punch for that big sig either. So this is, I don't know if Experience gonna do this, bro. Experience, they both know right now how they both gonna play it. They both know what they both got to do. The winning conditions are on the paper. It's outside the box.
The only thing I have to worry about for Raydish is the fact that you just basically need to avoid one big play, one ground pound, one side air. Oh, one big read with the sig, and that's gonna be Raydish getting the reverse 3-0 here over Experience, who was playing around with them a bit at the beginning, decided to go with the mirror match, ended up costing him BCX 2021 as Raydish is the one to move forward.